right, hello. It's been a while. What, 2 weeks now, right? 2 weeks since we've done the show. We've been kind of busy. We all work for a living, but hey, college football's back, boys. It's back. Let's go.
That's right.
It's back. We had our first week 0 games. Had about what, 8 games, 7, 8 games, including the FCS games going on.
Yeah, around there.
Big one, a couple FCS games that had some implications. There were some high-ranked teams as far as that goes. But the biggest one, 2 ranked opponents out of Dublin, Ireland. Dublin, Ireland. We had Kansas State versus Iowa State. Rocco Becht against the very, very much overrated Avery Johnson. I need this guy to show me something this year. Not off to a great start. They did lose Braylon Edwards on the muff punt. He did. Braylon is it Braylon Edwards or
Dylan?
Dylan Edwards. I'm thinking of the receiver. Yeah, had to edit that out. Dylan Edwards was supposed to have a big year this year. I hope the injury wasn't too serious, but he did not come back in the game. Went to the locker room right after the muff punt. But he's not the one to look out for. Avery Johnson was the guy. Was the Heisman sleeper, I guess you could say, probably middle of the pack as far as Heisman goes. Came in the bowl game 2 years ago. Did a great job. Quarterback transferred out, Avery Johnson's team now. Last year, he was great against bad teams, okay? Played awesome against bad teams. We have this thing where we don't bet on Kansas teams. We were so close to betting on this Kansas team.
Whose saying was that?
Well, that's what's on the list. But it is a new season, so we're not gonna, I guess, abandon it totally yet. We're not gonna.
No, don't bet on them.
Yeah, well, it's probably gonna look that way. But anyway, back to the game. You had we didn't really have much to go off of when it came to betting this game. We kind of went with our gut feeling, which is kind of what you have to go to. The game was very shitty in the first half. Very shitty. A lot of rain coming down.
Slappy.
Yeah, I think 3 turnovers in the first quarter. You had the muff punt by Dylan Edwards, and then you had I don't know what kind of toss that was from Rocco Becht.
It was a terrible toss.
Yes, right in the face in pouring rain. I think Iowa State should have probably pulled away with that in the first half with the game because their defense was actually shutting down Kansas State. But we took. I know, Dustin, you were on Kansas State, I believe.
I was.
Yeah.
I was on Kansas State -3.
Yeah, I was leaning towards Kansas State in the beginning when I first saw it, but the more I kind of read about it, you had all offensive linemen. Apparently, Matt Campbell, these guys love him there at Iowa State, so not too many people transferred out of there. They did lose their starting receivers, and you could tell from that game. He didn't really have very much, like chemistry with his new receivers coming in. Did throw 2 touchdown passes.
Deep balls.
Yeah, Rocco Becht, he's I guess they both kind of struggled in the beginning with accuracy. Maybe the rain played a part in that, but as far as he goes, he actually pulled it out. He's a pretty good dual threat quarterback. Not too fast, but he gets the job done. But I'll go back to Avery Johnson. This guy, short arming throws the whole time. Bad. Wasn't on target whatsoever in the first half. When they needed a play, I guess when they would go down a score, he did throw the 2 long bombs. But, I mean, we need you to pull away in the beginning. We need you to make statements against these teams if you're going to win the Heisman here. I tweeted out, I think Avery Johnson is the Justin Herbert of college football. Kind of accurate statement, I would say.
Oh, definitely.
I think that's pretty accurate. You get all this hype, all these analysts talk about him. They're all big on him last year and this year, and I don't think he's going to do much this year. I think Kansas State's going to finish middle of the pack of the Big 12. They're already off to a bad start. You can't judge them too much because it is the first game of the year, but I don't think Iowa State is going to win the Big 12 either, though. They didn't look too good either. But they did say Matt Campbell has started off slow with Iowa State in the past. So did get an 11-win season last year. But they have more of a chance now, obviously, than Kansas State does. The Big 12 is always – you never know what's going to happen in the Big 12 when it comes to betting. You get games who score 60 to 80 points every game, no defense whatsoever. And I think was Baylor the favorite to win the Big 12, or was Kansas State?
This year it was Kansas State and, depending on the book, some of them had Tech, some of them had Arizona State.
I think Arizona
Texas
State.
Tech?
Yeah.
Texas Tech, really?
Yeah, they loaded up in the portal, man.
Oh, I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
5 straight years.
Yeah.
Different Big 12 champion.
I guarantee if we all picked 3 different ones, we'd be wrong. I like Baylor though. Baylor is returning their quarterback from last year.
Sawyer Robertson.
Sawyer Robertson, yes, he could be a dark horse for
Texas running back just got hurt.
Heisman.
Yeah, Quentin Joyner. He did the transfer.
Really? Well, that's
out for the
SEC.
year.
We're talking Big 12 right now.
Oh, Tech.
At Texas Tech.
Texas Tech's running back?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said Texas' running back.
No, yeah.
My bad. But back to the game. 7-7 all the way through the first half. Like I said, throws weren't on targets. No chemistry as far as both teams went. But Iowa State kind of got it together in the second half. They started running the ball better. White running back they had there, Hansen. I don't remember his first name. Carson Hansen kind of took over the game there in the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter was great. Was fantastic. Kind of back and forth. Well, really, you'd get these long drives by Iowa State, and then Kansas State, first or second play, would load up and launch a 40, 50-yard touchdown. I wasn't very excited in the first half, and I was like, this is what we've been waiting for? So we've been waiting 200 days for?
It was so sloppy.
Both teams play good defense. Well, historically they do. So, like, Iowa State especially. So
Dude, their defense did look really good.
Yeah, they that's kind of like their game is play like these slow knockdown drag out games, and this is kind of how they win. They win, by 3 or by They don't blow people out ever, but they just find kind of ways to win, play some ugly football, and squeak them out. I mean, this was kind of right up their alley as far as like the game style to fit them.
Yeah, but what I was going to say is in that fourth quarter, that's why I was excited about college football to be back.
They actually scored.
Kind of had to wait a little bit. But no, just the action. Those fourth down conversions by Iowa State. The balls on Matt Campbell to go for those like that.
Oh yeah.
Great execution. They sealed the game at the end. They executed and
nailed it out.
You didn't like that backdoor under though, did you?
No, I didn't. They called the touchdown. I was going crazy because the last second before the game started, I took the over. We did take Iowa State's money line, which paid out great.
Boom.
Yeah, paid out great there. Good job, Austin. Austin knew it from the beginning, but took the over. Didn't put too much on it, and then Carson Hansen's elbow comes down like less than at the half-yard line on the goal line.
I thought that was a touchdown.
I thought so too, and I thought they were gonna go for it to try to put the game away, but they took the 3 knees and.
It did put the game away.
Yeah, I know.
I thought he wanted them to rush it in. Like, dude, there's
and they had already fumbled on the goal line too.
Yeah.
So.
2 minutes left. Like they're gonna freaking come back in.
Yeah, I know, man. But still, it would have been nice for me. But hey, you do what you do to win. Works out. Good for them. As far as Iowa State moving forward, they're gonna have to work on their passing game. Didn't look too good as far as receivers goes. The tight ends made some pretty good plays on Iowa State. They're late. Kansas State, though, I think Dylan Edwards being hurt played a big role in this.
I think it was a factor for sure. I mean, he was their starting running back.
In the rain like that, you got to run the ball.
Yeah,
and he's a damn good running back.
But like you said, they couldn't run the ball though.
They had their backup running back. They were able to run the ball some, but I think Edwards would have made a big difference. He's a slasher kind of back. He can catch the ball out of the backfield too. And, with Avery Johnson, with his legs and Dylan Edwards' legs back there, I think it would have been – outcome might have not been so different, but their backup running back, I believe, did fumble twice, Kansas State's, if I'm not mistaken.
And turnovers 2-2.
Yep.
Yeah. Fumbles lost 2-2.
Okay, yeah. Dustin, maybe you can clear this up for us.
What's up?
James put a player prop on rushing rushing overs.
This was controversial.
For the quarterback. Does sacks count as minus yards?
Yes, it does.
Since
college football?
Since when?
It doesn't count. It doesn't count in pro football. I know it doesn't in pro football.
It's always counted.
Really?
No, not in pro football.
No, I'm talking about college football.
Okay, see, I didn't know that because Rocco Beck right out of this gate ran like a 9-yard rush, and I took his over for 18 yards, and he had several other rushes for like 5, 7, 6 yards, and we look at the stats, and he's got -2 yards on 6 carries. But he did get sacked a couple of times. He fumbled a snap one time, had to go back and get it. But I thought unless you establish yourself as a runner, you can't. It doesn't go against your rushing yards. But maybe it's different in the pro. I don't know. So
it is.
We'll write that note down now, not to take college football.
Just pay attention to what the number is.
Yeah. Well, it was only 18.
No, 14. I thought.
Yeah, it was between 14 or 18. I'm thinking. I don't.
He had that on 2 rushes. Like, I'll do it.
Yeah, I hit it in the first quarter, first half.
And I looked at it. I was like,
little
dude,
did you know.
Negative,
to get sacked.
He had -2 after those 2 Rushes.
Sacked. Guarantee it.
But yeah, I did take the tight end Burkle. I took his over in receiving. That hit also. But I had in my parlay, I had Dylan Edwards rushing yards, and of course, right out of the gate, he gets hurt and goes to the locker room.
Yeah.
Do we know anything on that injury? Is he gonna be out for a while, or was it just a twisted ankle, sprained ankle, something like that? It didn't look It didn't look like he hurt his. Like there was no contact to his foot, but it didn't look like a twist or he got stepped on or anything like that. But
There's no update.
No.
Yet.
okay, well, I mean, maybe they were just playing it safe and just kept him off his feet. So
Might have
maybe
been.
he'll be ready next week.
He's probably
I doubt
embarrassed.
that. I highly doubt that because it is a conference game. This is a big game.
Yeah, true.
I don't think you can afford to.
Yeah.
Just,
So as far as Iowa State, like I said, expectations now, are they good enough to win the Big 12?
Yes.
Do you think? I
They
think so
are,
too. I
but-
think it's good that they started off the season with the win in the conference too. So
I think they're good enough. Do I think they'll do it? No. I think it's either Tech or Arizona State, but the Big 12 is a crapshoot, man. Like that's why the Big 12 coaches poll they didn't have one this year. Last year they had one, and Arizona State was picked last and won the conference last year. And this year they didn't have a coaches poll, a Big 12 coaches poll, because of that reason. They're like, you know what, we don't even need this poll. Like it's a crapshoot. Like
yeah.
it really is. The teams are so even. That is the cool part about it. Is like you watch Big 12 football, the teams are like dead even. Like a lot of the time, even like the worst team can beat the best team. That's the coolest part about Big 12 football. To me, was with what Iowa State lost on offense. I just thought, I know Austin. I brought up the point with 4 or 5 offensive linemen returning, which is obviously a big plus. But losing, there's no way Iowa State. And you all watched the passing game yesterday with them. There's no way Iowa State can go and replace that kind of proven production. Like were they second rounders or third rounders? Higgins and
they were
Noel?
second and third round.
Yeah.
I think Higgins was second. Noah was third.
Telling Iowa State to go replace that right off the bat the next year is damn near impossible. Like their passing game still wasn't very good, but and it just wasn't enough. Kansas State just couldn't find an answer. Like let's see, total yards 383 to 313, but the turnovers.
That came on some big plays for Kansas State too. So
penalties 6 for 48. Iowa State only had one penalty.
One penalty,
Yeah. Breaking news from the Topeka Capital Journal. Dylan Edwards is getting hate messages, thinking that he faked.
Like I said, it didn't look very serious.
He faked that
It
injury.
didn't look serious.
It didn't seem like there was a twist or a step on or anything like that. Rocco Beck did set a school record, 18 consecutive games with 1 touchdown pass at least. I believe he only completed 5 or 6 balls to wide receivers in this game. Actually, didn't throw the ball too much anyway. They like I said, second half they mainly ran the ball, but defenses both played good. But hey, that's what college football is all about. You had the underdog winning this game, so
don't forget about the story post game. Avery Johnson's dad in the parking lot, fighting his son,
his brother,
fighting his brother. Yeah, Avery Johnson's brother.
Yeah,
in the parking lot.
Avery Johnson's dad was probably saying, "God damn, fucking my son sucks. Like, don't talk about my brother like that." There's nothing like fucking in family fights.
Cut that curly ass hair. God.
Yeah.
They released a joint statement today.
Hey, the way he played with all the hype, I mean, that's something worth fighting over or getting pissed off about. So, I mean, bless his heart. It is his first game of the season. Maybe he'll get better. And the kid is fast. He's fast. He's shifty. Like I said, the field conditions weren't in his favor as far as
Dude,
making moves.
everyone was slipping.
Everyone.
Slipping.
Yeah. You couldn't even see the lines on the field either. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But yeah, we're gonna get into college football more a little later. Next, we have an interview with our alma mater, George West Longhorn head coach, Mr. Rod Blount. He will be joining us here in a second. Yeah, join us here in a second. We're excited about it. He's gonna tell us what Longhorn football has in store for us this year. Maybe give Austin a sweater finally. Maybe get that sweater he's been wanting, that hoodie. If there is a guy that's gonna get it, it is this guy.
It's this guy.
We're also going to see if he'll offer Dustin a job, too. We got 3 coaching job offers for Dustin right here so far this year. We have Cameron Murrah said he would hire you. You know the guy, though. You were in his wedding. Of course he'll hire you. Stockdale, Sinton, list goes on. We're going to see if he'll let me see. Hey, maybe this may be the one that Dustin actually takes back home next to family,
Yeah.
Who knows? Okay, but we're going to get to that interview. We'll get to you guys right after that. Excited about it. And we're going to see if the Longhorns are going to win district again. back-to-back district champions, maybe. Has George West have they done that in a while? It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Been a while? Yeah, I think this is a year, though.
Hornigy was the last time.
Yeah, excited for it. All right, here we go. We got Coach Rod Blount coming on. We'll see you guys on the other side of it. Okay, people, very special guest for you guys today. Coaching royalty for the Longhorns, for us, if you will. Okay, making his way back to George West this year. Second time on the show, I believe, correct? This is your second time?
Yes, sir.
Reoccurring guest. I like that. All right. This man's been a head coach for how many years, Coach? I want you to say it.
This will be my 12th season.
12
as a head
season.
coach.
It's 11 seasons, never missing the playoffs. This is going to be the 12th season to never miss the playoffs. That's very impressive. Never missed the playoffs. When I looked at that, I had to ask Dustin, hey, is that really true? But anyway, we'll talk about that later. Former Mathis, Navarro, and now George West head coach, Coach Rod Blount.
Thank you. Appreciate the invite and enjoy being on the show.
12 years, never missing the playoffs. You gotta settle into that for a second. That's an unbelievable achievement if you think about it. So, but I will say you never looked as good as you do now back in that Longhorn blue. Come on.
I've always loved royal blue.
Oh yeah. When you put it on, did you stand in front of the mirror a little bit and kind of, good to be back?
Do a little flexing, yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And any old school shirts that you had.
I do have a couple of them that are worn out pretty good.
Yeah. I think you kept a few of them in your closet over the years, even at, Mathis, Navarro and all that. Kind of wishing into existence, going back to George West and all. So, but you're here. You're back. Team's coming off a district championship, looking good this year, predicted to win the district this year. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves or anything, but how is it being back there in George West now?
It's awesome being back in George West. Great kids. Kids work hard, do what they're expected to do. The community support is awesome, and parents have been great. They've always, from my time here before, always wanted us to hold them to a high level and work our kids hard, and that's what I've seen again this time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Coach Taylor ain't going to be mad at us for not inviting him on, is he?
No, sir.
All right, good. That means we can talk bad about it. Not too much, though. He still got them calves. I saw him the other day at Tractor Supply. He still got those 23s back there on the back of his legs. So, how's he doing? Is he liking it there too? I hadn't had a chance to talk to him lately.
He is. He's glad to be back as well, and got his grandkids right up the road in Three Rivers. So him and Misty are very happy to be able to have a short trip each weekend instead of having an hour and a half drive.
Yeah, and he's got a son-in-law now, head coach there in Three Rivers too.
Yep.
Yes, Jesse's a good guy and is going to do a great job at Three Rivers.
What are you going to do if Jesse tries to pull him away from you there in George West? There's going to be a little battle there? It's going to put him in a tough spot.
I don't know. I think Coach Taylor will stay here and retire from George West.
Yeah, that's what we want to hear. Okay. So as far as you getting back at the school and everything, sounds good and all that. How about the town? You see any familiar faces? You signing autographs, kissing babies and stuff like that. You're royalty now.
We go around kissing babies, but you got some. It's always great to see the guys and girls that played for you back in the day and see their kids come up. We got a couple of kids that I coached their dad, and now they're rolling through. So that's pretty cool as well.
Mm-hmm. I bet you when you walked in that locker room, you remember that 06 football team. First thing that came to mind, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that locker room's pretty fancy.
Yeah, they've done a lot since you guys been gone. You guys been gone a long time, so a lot of changes there. But I was about to go into the question about the turf, but hey, we won't bring that up. So how's the team looking, Coach? Y'all, 2 days are over. Y'all have had a few scrimmages. Kind of deep into the off season now, getting ready for the regular season coming up this Friday at Longhorn Field against San Diego this year, or the beginning of this year. So how's the team looking? You're going to get that back-to-back district championship?
We're working for it. We're taking it one game at a time. A lot of learning a new offensive system, completely different than what all of them have been doing since they started in junior high. But they're doing a great job of learning and picking that up right now. We've progressed a whole lot and very happy with the amount of improvement we saw from the Kennedy scrimmage into Orange Grove on Thursday.
Okay. San Diego, I got to tell you, they've been dogging George West the past couple of years. They've had some success against us. I don't know if you saw this video they made, which really, really pissed us off. I don't know why. We don't even play anymore. But it really, really bothered us. So we're going to go. We're going to be backing you guys against. I really want to see a win there. So no pressure or anything. But
Yes, sir.
as far as that goes, any players standing out to you this off season? Any sticking out that you're excited to see on the field this year?
I'm excited in the growth of all of our guys. I think the biggest thing coming in is the offensive line. A lot of size with those guys, athleticism. They're working hard. Wyatt Smith, Chris Bernal, Cameron Odom, Julian Martinez. We've had him step over and play some offensive line, and those guys are doing a great job. And that's kind of what makes the slot T go and what makes our offense go. Defensively, we've had some guys that are fly around and get after it. Spencer Lee from free safety and Case and Compost and Dylan Thomas here, some pretty impressive sophomores getting after it. They don't act like sophomores, and they sure don't play like them.
Yes, sir. How are they adapting to that? Because last year the past couple years they ran a different offense, kind of going from the spread to the slot T. Now are they picking it up quick, or are they kind of it's kind of slowly easing into it?
It took a little while. We started during the period when I first got here, the spring, once baseball was over and track, we started introducing it. First thing we wanted to do was get our work ethic where we needed, and they got after it and responded quick. Put in boot camp, and the guys did an awesome job with that. And then we started teaching it. Great, they did a great job showing up throughout the summer. We're able to have that 1 hour of skills work each day now, and that played a big part in it. So I think they've come a long way. That's all good until you put the pads on, and then we got to start making the minor adjustments there. And the guys have been well. They've bought in and are doing a great job with it.
Yeah, that's when it gets real, when those pads come on. All right. God, I'm getting excited here. Football starting Friday. But I saw you got 5 coming back on offense, 6 coming back on defense. Is that correct?
That's according to Dave Campbell.
Yeah, according to Dave Campbell magazine, obviously. I saw you guys lost some key players last year. Their running back Cisneros, I believe, and quarterback Tegan Collins. You mentioned Chris Bernal. That's a kid you see. You never forget that kid. I believe he's 6'6", high 200s. That kid's huge.
Yes,
And
sir.
so you're returning him, and then another senior. I guess he's a quarterback also, Cade Peters, who was hurt last year. I'm sure he's excited to get back on the field. If you can kind of talk about them and what they're as far as the seniors go, what they're going to be in for this year.
That's it's most difficult for those guys changing their senior year, but they've done a great job adapting well. You never know when you get a big guy like that. And I'm getting him down in a 4-point stance with Bernal and firing off the ball and instead of pass setting, but he's done a great job, great attitude. He's a student of the game and wanting to learn every day. He wants to go play at the next level, and I think he's got a great opportunity to do that. But he's been awesome. Wyatt Smith has done a great job of adapting as well. And we moved him from guard over to our strong tackle position, and he's playing well, taking pride and getting on his double teams and driving people. And Cameron Odom's another one, senior returner coming back that's doing a great job as well.
Yeah.
But Peters is doing awesome. He's playing several different positions for us, but just a great attitude, shows up, and he's going to help the team wherever he can.
Yeah, he was injured last year, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And
Yeah.
no setbacks in his injury. He's ready to go.
He's looking good. Same thing with Cade Peters. I'm sorry, Cade Freeborn. Both of the Cades were out last year, but they're coming back looking good. A lot of speed and really adapting well.
Yeah. And that offensive line, man. Slot T, it's important, that offensive line responsibilities. We saw it,
Yes,
everybody's
sir.
seen it. So go ahead, Dustin. Dustin got a few questions for you.
So I'll ask you the one that I guess people that either haven't been in the scrimmages or this like the scuttlebutt in town. Has there been a decision on starting quarterback yet?
They're still close. They're battling out. We'll make a decision early this week, and let them know. But both of them bring so much to it. Both of them kind of bring a little bit different things. But as far as running the offense and being smooth with it, both of them would do a great job as a starter for us.
Awesome. Just can you just do a brief just kind of introduction for everybody that doesn't know, just your staff, starting with the coordinators and kind of on down who's coaching what.
Coach Taylor is our offensive coordinator. He was here with us 9 years. last time he's been with me. We've been coaching together since 2004 when we got to George West. Um, Coach Wheeler, he's also our baseball coach. He's coaching the offensive line with me, and Gordon Jones is coaching the backfield with Coach Taylor.
Okay.
Both of them bring a lot of passion and excitement to the team. On the defensive side, Coach Dunham came back with us. He was here for a couple of years. And Coach Hernandez are the co-defensive coordinators and are working great together. Coach Hernandez was with me for our run in 2015 in Mathis. And Coach Duran is our cornerback coach. Coach Holt, who played here under us, is working with our secondary safeties. And then Coach Herholzer is our defensive line coach.
Awesome.
Okay.
I mean, we kind of already talked about, and what we're going to run on offense. We're slot T, but what's our kind of our base defense going to look like this year?
We're going to base out of the 4-3 defense. It's what they played last year. That was kind of what we adjusted to a lot of things with. So both staffs were familiar with it, and we think that that's the best fit for the players that we have coming back. And so we're not making a whole lot of changes on defense from what they did last year, just a couple of tweaks here and there.
Oh, awesome. Who's kind of? I know you kind of touched on a few of the linebackers. Who's maybe some of the players on defense? I know the Thomas E. Kid at linebacker, or maybe some other players on defense. I know I saw your picture of your son at defensive end, and I did hear that the Kennedy scrimmage, the defense played really well.
They played well in both scrimmages. Cohen and Cole Freeborn are playing defensive end. Cole's got a motor on him. First team All District guy last year. Great player. Inside is Julian and Wallace Ham. They're both coming off and playing great for us. But that whole defensive line, I think we're going to be 2 to 3 deep where we can rotate those guys and keep a lot of players in. There's a lot of depth there. But Blake Alanis has done a great job. He's probably going to take over at Mike linebacker. He's been playing well for us, coming downhill, and he's a very physical kid for us. And secondary's looking good. Got a lot of speed in the secondary. Spencer's, a returning starter coming back. Logan Miller's a fast kid and he's doing a great job. He's been a headhunter and really lays a pop to us. And Parker Hurd's done a great job of coming around as well.
That's great.
I know y'all probably been, you're past scrimmage 2 now, and you've probably been preparing a little bit for San Diego. Did y'all just finish up earlier today, or were you able to knock it out on Saturday, or as far
No,
as?
we came back up. We were off Friday, so we got a lot done then. I gave the coaches the day off. And then we came back up this evening to finish the game plan and have everything set and ready for practice in the morning.
How do they look? What are some things maybe like some people to look or watch for the fans of the show?
For San Diego?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. San Diego's looking good. They're bringing back running back that had 1,600 yards last year. He's going to be the dude on offense. Physical runner, big kid. Does a great job of getting downhill and picking up extra yardage. He's been hard to tackle for the teams they played in that first scrimmage. They got a great wide receiver that'll go up and get a ball, adjust well. Quarterback, they've been rotating 2 quarterbacks trying to find the replacement for that guy. But both of them kind of bring their own special thing. One of them, the younger guy's a more athletic and a little better scrambler. But both of them throw a good ball, and number 6 is able to adjust well and go get it. But with anything, it starts with the offensive line. They got a big physical offensive line. I think three starters are coming back from it. So they're well potent, have a good offense, and defense is stingy. They're a fiery bunch. They're gonna hoop and holler and get up and get excited about every play. But they're gonna fly out of the football.
It don't matter. They don't got nothing for us. We got to get in their heads, okay? We can't let this happen.
5 years in a row is the thing. That's what they said last year.
Don't say that again.
They beat us 5 years in a row.
We know what it is.
There's a reason I'm going to this game.
Yeah, Lee. We're going too. We're going too. A lot of those kids you mentioned, I remember when those kids, because I know all their dads. That's crazy. And now they're all in high school. It's crazy how time flies. Sometimes I don't think we realize how old we are, but hey, I'm sorry. I interrupt you. What?
No, you're good. So On a little bit lighter note, just me and Austin were kind of talking about this before the show, and I went to George West a couple weekends ago. I love those agave margaritas, right? And I don't know, do you like margaritas or no? Or do you like a margarita every once in a while?
He doesn't drink, Dustin.
Just every.
No, I do. I don't drink margaritas at
Oh,
all.
okay.
Exactly. That's a good answer. I said the same thing when they asked me.
They're known in town for being addicting, and they're just a lot of people like them. But the price, you just never know. Like when you order it, you have no idea what's going to come. It might be $8, might be 10, might be 17. Like it's crazy,
inflation, man.
It's crazy.
No, it's random.
It's roulette.
Sometimes,
It's
sometimes,
agave.
yeah.
Well,
Sometimes it's
they
six.
see you
is
walking
really?
in and
Yes.
figure you need that top shelf stuff.
Yeah,
Depends on what they have that day, I guess. Is what.
yeah.
So that's really a thing. You go in there, it's a different price every time.
It's literally like some people call it like agave roulette. It's like sometimes it's $8, sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 17.
Was that place around when you were in town, Coach, at Agave, or had it already?
It was. It
was?
had just opened up, and Beto was great back then, and
Hell
he
yeah.
still does a great job of taking care of the community and helping out where he can.
Yeah, shout out to that guy.
I'm glad y'all are pushing that out there.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a landmark there in George West now. It's the place to go.
We went there
It's a
three.
great
We love it.
Yeah, we went there 3 times.
place. Oh, I know. Yeah,
I love it.
I mean, there is agave Jalisco everywhere in Texas. I mean, you can't go 10 miles without running into one. But anyway, I bet you didn't have food like that there down in Navarro. Don't want to say anything bad about them, but can't miss the home cooking.
Yeah, around here,
Yeah.
not much good Mexican food like down south.
No, not okay.
No, there were a couple more choices. We could get to New Braunfels pretty quick, San Marcos, Seguin, but we enjoy Dairy Queen, Jalisco's, and Agave and all that. So
Yeah, you better get used to it, man. That's all you got down there right now. Hey, so let me ask you one honest answer from you. Was it your plan to return to George West? Like you said, your son, he obviously grew up there, went to elementary school and all that. Obviously left his friends, has to go where you go pretty much. Who's turned into a great ball player from what we've seen. Was it like a plan to come back to George West, or just something kind of fell into your lap there?
it was something that I'd always thought about. Not this soon. Knew that this would be a great place to come back and retire. Timing was not right this year, but just the way things fell into place and it all worked out, and so it's great to be back and excited that it happened when it did.
Heck yeah. I think they can keep you around for a while if we got anything to say about it. When Dustin's running the school board pretty soon, it's going to be we're going to make sure that goes on. But so your son, like I said, what's he going to be doing for you guys this year?
He's going to do a little bit of everything offensively. He's going to go play some fullback, play some tight end. Defensively, he's playing on the defensive line, and right now he's kicking field goals for us as well. So we'll see how that goes.
Doing a little bit of everything, yeah. And he's a tennis star too, I believe, correct?
Yes, sir. He plays pretty good tennis.
Okay.
Made it to region this year. He's in the Final Four at the regional tournament.
Sounds like you don't kind of care too much about the tennis, huh?
No, we do. We love it, and he gets after it in basketball as well. So
Heck yeah, I'll multi-sport that. Okay. He's kind of bittersweet for you. It's a senior year this year, isn't it?
So I was gonna ask.
yes, sir. Yeah, senior year it's been tough, but we're gonna try to enjoy every minute of it, and we love working together and getting out there and watching him compete.
Does he want to try to play next level? I mean, he's a big kid, good-sized kid, so.
He does. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there, but we're gonna be where our feet are and enjoy every moment that we can in high school, and when that opportunity comes up, we'll see where it takes us.
Yeah, you got to use your connections. I know you're connected back there. You got eyes on you, too, from colleges. 12 years in a row. Playoffs, hey, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, Coach, this is a little kind of different, but involved with athletics. But just out of curiosity, I know, George West has always had the Education Foundation. I'm just kind of putting this out there. Maybe somebody will latch onto this idea and run with it. They've always had the Education Foundation, right? When I was in Beeville, they had the same thing, right? But for the athletic part, like all the athletic programs. And like the last year I was there, they raised like $100,000 for athletics. And I've been kind of like pushing the idea to some buddies in town that still live there. Is there anything, have you seen or heard of something like that, being possible for George West?
Wait, what's the idea?
I'm sure that it could. We had it in Navarro. We
Okay.
had a group that did that as well, and took care of athletics well. I'm sure George West could get it, but we've had guys step up and help wherever we needed help since I've been here. So it's the support's there. It's just probably not as organized yet and rolling together.
Yeah,
corporate Dustin White over here.
well, it's just like an education foundation, but for athletics. Like they go have the event and raise all that money.
Yeah, where they do auctions. And
Yeah,
stuff
well,
like
it's
that,
this.
have,
They do the same thing. I'd never heard of it until I went to Beeville, and they raised $100,000 for athletics.
So they just have I guess the education foundation is for everything, obviously.
It's separate. It's like education foundation, and all like a whole different like.
Oh well, I know, but as far as George West goes, we just have the education.
Yes, we don't have the athletic one.
No, that's something.
Yeah.
Could...
Well, we have
Maybe
the
you can
Booster
do that,
Club,
James.
The Booster Club. Our Booster Club's done a great job and has been able to help me with everything that I've asked. They hadn't told me no on anything yet, we're very appreciative of them.
That honeymoon phase, gotta love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Keep winning there, Coach. So what's your goal for this year as far as coming back to George West? It's all kind of blown over now. It's kind of a big deal in the papers, online, and everything. Everybody's excited for it, but you kept your eye on the prize, obviously. So what do you want to get out of this year?
We want to just get better every single week. We want to make a deep run in the playoffs and play as good a football as we can and see where that takes us. The ultimate goal is always the state championship, but we got to get better each week and take care of ourselves. But we always also want to create good young men that are going to be successful in life, that know how to handle adversity, know how to work hard and work through tough times, and that's with our girls program as well.
Okay, good deal. As far as the kids go there, do you have any other than your son Bernal and all? Do you think you have some other kids there that could play at the next level, or just maybe not?
Yeah, there are a few
because there's a lot of speed on that team. Last year they had a lot of speed. They had some good sized kids there. I knew some of them were returning and everything, but kind of down south you don't get too much of the recruiting going on there. But I'm just going strictly off of the eye test of what I saw from George West last year.
And a lot of what they're going to look for is the size of kids, and what they think they can mold them into. We had a kid that was 3-time All-State player in Navarro, and his brother was a great player for us as well, but came in late, and his brother was 6'5", and he's playing at West Texas A&M and getting well. But so they're looking for that size and frame. I think we've got a few that could do that have that, and you got to want to, because it's a different level and different commitment going to playing college ball.
That's a lot of work. Huh? So how's Coach Taylor? How's Coach Taylor been doing lately? I wanted to ask about him. I know he's not on the show. You doing all right?
He's doing great.
Okay, I bet they're because they have a house there in George West, I believe, and they were renting it out. So being back home, I guess it's a good deal for them.
He's enjoying not paying double. And being back in in his house.
I wasn't gonna bring that up, but that's what I was going for. I was like, damn, you're paying rent here and then having another house here. That's got to be pretty tough there. But and Misty is a school teacher now back in George West too, correct?
Yes, she's back with George West. I believe she's doing 4th grade science.
Okay, heck yeah. Y'all got any plans to maybe scrimmage Three Rivers there in the future? He can go against his son-in-law. Maybe put a bet on it. Somebody do something during Thanksgiving.
I don't know. We'll see where it goes, and we'll see. I think a lot of that's going to depend on what the UIL does with the districts and everything next year. So we'll see.
What's the plan? Is George West probably going to stay 3A, or maybe possibly go down, or the numbers still kind of the same?
Our numbers were pretty close last time to going down. So it just depends on how much UIL is going to adjust that number. There's been talk of them doing away with Division I and Division II and just going straight Class 3A. And so your football and basketball and volleyball districts are all the same. And so we'll see what that does to the number. But, hopefully we stay where we are.
Okay. That's awesome.
Oh, no, I did not know any of that. That sounds
very interesting. So instead of having the Division I 3A championship and Division II, like Shiner and Ganado this year, they both, just so happened to be them. They were like saying, "Oh, we could have beat them, or we could have beat them," but they went this way, they went that way.
But from my understanding is it would still do it, but it just do it in the playoffs. It doesn't when you split it.
Yeah,
like volleyball did this year. Yeah, they still split it, but you just split it when the playoffs happen. Yeah.
So they're still going to be a Division 1 and 2
Yes.
championship.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
it's just
it
based
doesn't
on the
matter.
enrollment at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it wouldn't matter your placement in district. It's just the top 2 schools that qualify for the playoffs go big school. The bottom 2 schools go Division 2.
Okay. So what you said, you kind of want to stay right there at 3A, or kind of maybe hoping to go down to 2A?
We'll see, but I'm okay staying 3A.
Good. Yeah. More competition. Now. Anyway. Okay, Coach. Y'all got anything else? You good? I got one more question for you though. We've been counting on the show. We here have been trying to get Dustin back into coaching. We've been trying to make wagers with him, trying to figure out a way, trying to make bets with him to get him back into coaching. We got his coaching offers over here. We got 3 already, so I got to ask you, if it came up and a possibility arose, would you hire Dustin on your squad?
Definitely. We need a great kicking coach.
We need a great
Great swingman coach out there.
There you go. I got 4.
I think after all his questions, that was like a half interview.
Right? Yeah, he's still got. I think he's still got it. I think he wants to do it, but he's scared to make that jump. Somebody's comfortable with Coach Blount. You're comfortable with that guy? Come on, man.
No, I know he would do a great job. I've seen his passion for it and for the kids and wanting to help those guys and do it the right way. So yeah, we'd definitely love to have Dustin on staff.
Yeah, look at that, Dustin. Look, he's shaking his head.
Don't listen to
He
Chase.
has it deep down. I think he really wants to get back into it. But hey, you got 4 job offers up here. Not too many coaches have 4 job offers on the table. So, but anyway, no, that's just something we're working on. Me and Austin are working on pushing towards that. But hey, Coach, thank you for joining us, man. Thank you for taking the time. We're gonna be behind you guys 100% this year. Obviously all of us come from George West, and we hope you guys do go get that back-to-back district championship, and we appreciate what you do there in George West, and I mean, let's go do it again. Let's go get another district championship.
It will be
Well, I
there.
appreciate you having us, and it's awesome being back in George West. This town loves football. They love extracurriculars in their sports. Our school board has been phenomenal and doing everything they can for to help athletics and to help our school as a whole. And I'm excited to be able to work for those guys and with Dr. Casada. It's been a great experience so far.
Heck yeah. All right, we'll go get that first win. Please don't let San Diego make another video about us, man.
Oh.
We don't want to hear it again. We really don't.
All right, sounds great. We'll see y'all on Friday night.
Yes, sir. Coach Rod Blount.
Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all.
All right, we'll see you, Coach.
All right.
All right. Round of applause, Coach Rod Blount. Dude, I'm excited about that
Home team
San
town.
Diego game. Like I
am too.
I hope they just beat the living brakes off of them. San Diego asked for this, okay? They asked for it. I wonder if they're coming in that game with their hopes all up and saying like, "Oh, we've already beat these guys 5 times. Like, ain't no big deal." It's like a warm-up game for us, kind of like a scrimmage, but they're in for a rude awakening there, okay? We will be at that game. We'll hopefully, I'm pretty sure they'll let us sign and do all this stuff. So, but
I got
George
a question about that. Are y'all gonna do the ritual of like before the game, go by the what is it, the FFA dinner or the FCCLA does like the dinner, like those plates that you can go buy, about from the cafeteria?
We still do that.
Yeah,
I'm not.
you're not gonna go buy a plate.
No.
I think I might about go buy a plate, just like
Well, I
it used
guess
to be like
it depends on how early I get there or whatever.
used to be
But
like a routine.
What are they serving?
I don't know, but they used to do like barbecue chicken, brisket, all kinds of different
Ooh,
things.
barbecue
does
chicken.
San Diego do that? No, they don't.
They do have a badass concession stand though. I'll give them that. I've been
Yeah.
to a few games
San
there.
Diego does?
Yeah, just like their normal concession stand.
Hot dogs and
I wonder how Coach Blunt.
Well, they have
feels
like a
about
pit
the-
back there, and they cook a bunch of stuff.
How do you think he feels about the turf there? Do you think? I mean, how does he think he feels about the grass? Do you think he wants turf there?
In George West,
Yeah. Do you think all coaches want turf eventually?
I wouldn't say all, because it just depends on how good your grass field is. I'll be honest, the grass field's looking extremely
Yeah,
good right
they
now.
take care of it.
Have y'all seen the pictures?
No, I haven't seen the pictures, but every year it's a great field. Like it's a great grass field, is what I'll say.
George West gets some good
But
rain. So
is it mainly? Do they want turf because of the upkeep? Because they don't have to worry about
the rain and
I
worried
think
about keeping the grass.
Are you talking about like coaches in general?
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is just like you can practice on it all the time. Like you don't have to worry about the rain.
You
You
don't
don't have to
gotta
worry
go to
about
practice
tearing it up.
field.
Yeah, exactly. You can just practice on it. It's just
having a JV game and then a varsity
yeah.
game.
You don't have to
the
worry
next
about
day.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then but then if you do that, then it kind of takes away from the whole tradition of the practice field that's been there since since back in the day. So I don't know. It's a mixed. I think it's mixed when it comes to coaches. Like especially if you've been at a school a long time and you played on that grass field for a long time. And do some coaches consider it like maybe an advantage, like teams that play on turf have to come play on grass?
Well, did you just hear what Irvin said earlier
Oh, what do you say?
in the different interview we've had?
Yeah.
Right? He was talking about how he was happy that Van Vleck was getting brand new turf.
So it is. I guess it is an advantage.
What would y'all say?
Because he was, as opposed to like go playing on some old, crappy grass field.
Yeah. I'm
If
not
they-
sure you
if they
said
did-
crappy.
But you know what I mean? Like if the school didn't take care of it,
Don't you paint Coach Irvin in a bad light, Dustin.
I'm not.
All right.
I'm not at all. I'm just
That
saying.
man's a hero in the town of Gannado.
I'll say this: I hated playing at Skidmore's Field as a coach because they didn't take care of it at all, like on purpose.
As players,
Quick note on that, real quick though, we do have an interview with Josh Irvin coming up on later in the week. This one with Coach Blount will come out first, and later in the week before the games on Friday we'll release the Coach Irvin interview. Great guy. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but
heard he won state one time.
yeah, yeah. And I wonder, like, if he wins it again, is he still the youngest coach to get a state championship?
I bet he is.
He has to be. Probably would be. I'd imagine.
At 31, yeah.
Well,
bet
it's
he is.
possible. Well, no, it wouldn't be possible. Never mind.
But go back to that point. As players, did y'all like playing? Did y'all ever play on turf?
We played on turf. In our last playoff game, we had never played on turf before, and it was a little. It was different because you're so used to playing on grass. But like I found it that a lot of times on that when we would play on, even during warm-ups, a lot of us would just randomly fall on the ground because you're not used to it. But I mean, it's totally different now. Like turf is way more popular than it was back then. Turf was really expensive. Now it's probably a little more affordable because everybody's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, baseball, it was so hard. Judging a
Let me ask you this real quick. Is there different cleats that you wear on turf fields?
So, those cleats that used to have like screwed in, right?
I thought it was like
Yeah.
shoes.
Those, you know what I'm talking about? Like those ones like you came in, like, they screwed them in. Those are kind of the thing of the past. Even you can still use those on grass fields, and you'd probably be okay. I don't know if they even make them anymore. They're all like molded now, like roto-molded onto.
Okay, well, see, we had those screw-in cleats playing on the turf field.
Yeah, you don't
and I
wanna
would
have
think,
that on turf.
And that a lot of us might have been falling on the ground. We had Mark and Clinton hurt their ankle in that game,
See?
and I think it might have had something to do. I'm not making excuses or anything, but I want to bring that up, like freaking reliving the good old days, you know.
Well, no, y'all, you played on both, so
Yeah.
I was asking.
Of course, I would have rather played on grass at that time because you're so used to it. But now that you bring that up, like I don't know if the cleats have changed now because most
have.
fields are turf. But we just had grass cleats that the cleats, whenever they'd wear down, you'd screw in the longer ones. And if you think about it, you got that long plastic surface that you're on in the grass that can dig into the ground.
Yeah.
It can't dig into the turf, so it's like being on skates, I would think.
I think it's the spacing more. Like those, remember those ones you screwed in? Like there's a lot of space in between
Yeah.
those. And like think about on the grass, you can like grab it, right? You can still dig in on the turf, but it's gonna slide more because it's not real.
Yeah, wouldn't you want shorter like grips on the bottom of cleats for the turf?
Well, there's more cleats on the bottom now, and they're all like roto-molded onto the cleat.
Yes,
Like,
it's
it's
we
none of
didn't
it's-
have that.
yeah.
Like,
See, I
and
thought-
nobody even thought about asking about that either. So because it was new to everybody.
I thought, like, for turf, there was no cleats. It's like basically fucking. You're
That's
wearing
what I thought too.
that
I
was
thought there was
tennis
turf
shoes.
shoes.
Yeah,
Tennis
that
shoes.
was the
Tennis
AstroTurf
shoes.
back before like today's modern.
Yeah, the old Texas Stadium turf. is
Yeah,
what you're
like the
talking
old-
about.
yeah.
Just pretty much playing on a carpet.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how that was.
But yeah, like it's crazy to think about now. Like you play 9 to 11 games on grass, and then like your biggest game in your career is on turf. Like it's different.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah. So, but I think eventually all schools, even George West, will eventually get turf.
Nah.
Hopefully, but George West may be the last ones to do it. But anyway,
Maybe if we get an athletic booster club set up
Yeah.
for George West, we might do that.
We have a booster club. I'm talking about like the foundation, but yeah.
we'll talk to Coach Blunt about that. We'll just see what we can figure out. Okay. Other college football games that we didn't talk about. Me and Austin decided for some reason to bet on FCS games, which wasn't a good idea.
Great,
It was a
dude.
terrible idea. Incarnate Word, ranked 4th, loses to Nickel State, gets killed.
Dude, you never go to a game going in blind? Just
Yeah.
throw all your money on it?
Yeah, but not that blind. See, and then before the damn Portland State Tarleton State game,
Yep.
I'm like, it's a 17.5 point spread, right? It's in Portland. They're having to drive or fly from Tarleton to Portland, in Portland, to go in there and beat them by 17.5. No way. So, of course, I take Portland State. I was telling Austin, I might put everything I have on this game. Tarleton kicks the living shit out of these guys, 42-0.
Portland State was
Portland
horrible.
State. We were watching a high school football game. It was Mater Day versus St. Thomas.
Yes.
Those kids were better than this Portland State team.
Way bigger.
They were awful. Like that may be the worst college team I have ever seen. They would drive the ball and then just throw a pick, fumble. Tarleton State. It was like they were playing against their junior high team. Like it was bad. And I promise you, like I can't go on record as saying this, but maybe the last few years I have never seen a worse team than that Portland State.
Portland
team.
State.
Yes, never.
The only time I've watched them play,
They had junior high jerseys on. I'm pretty sure they still had the mesh jerseys.
I didn't know there was a team in Portland State.
yeah. So I've watched them play a little bit. Just
I have
'cause-
too. I saw them last year against Sacramento State.
See, I watched them against Oregon, and Oregon just beats them by like 70 every year.
Yeah.
But like that's the only time I've really seen them play. So I'm like, well, how much of a difference is it? Playing Oregon to Tarleton. But
And Tarleton was 8th in the nation in the FCS. But we
Oh.
saw the number 14
Get
Incarnate
fucking
Word
smoked.
just,
Get destroyed.
Hey, Incarnate Word had plenty of opportunities to win that game, but they just. Do you remember that ball that just floated in the air and that guy was just sitting there and he just drops it? Like it was. There's a big difference between FBS and FCS, is what I'll say. But enough of that. We're done betting on FCS.
No,
games.
we're not. No, we're not.
Well, it depends on how much we lose prior.
Yeah.
We were all pumped up because Iowa State. We had hit on the Iowa State game.
First
We're
game.
like,
First
hell
game.
yeah,
First
we're
game of the
about to-
season.
It's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be an awesome day, and then we get cocky. We try to get ahead of ourselves. And even after that, the other games we bet on after that, we probably should have just left it at Division I college football rather than trying to go a little deep into our. How would you say it? Our pocketbook of
Get in the
gambling.
pocket, man.
did you try anything on the Western Kentucky game?
No, I didn't. But that was a great game. Like we were watching that one, and I was like, that's gonna end up being a good game. But Western Kentucky ended up winning. I did bet, however, on the UNLV and Idaho State game. I took the under 68. They scored 69.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, and it's like it's nothing's changed as far as betting in college football. Like
Nope.
nothing has changed. It's still these lines are perfect, and you're at 1 out of 10 times you're on the right side of it. The other 9, nah.
And we thought week 1, week 0, we can
Yeah.
get on the right side.
Yeah,
Books
and
don't know shit. So
Exactly.
hey,
we don't. Nobody knows anything
no
about
one
these
knows
guys,
nothing. We got it.
dude. And I felt so confident. And for the sake of it being week 0, I wanted to gamble on every game, which I did. I think I won maybe 2, 3 of them out of 8. So, but hey, they weren't big bets. They weren't big. I didn't lose that much money, but
Then we turned to NFL preseason, our bread and butter.
yeah, I won one NFL preseason game, which surprisingly.
Yeah.
But it was there were some pretty decent games. The Stanford
That was a good
Hawaii game was a good game. Stanford's quarterback just completely blew that. He threw an interception to a defensive lineman from me to Austin. Like tried to throw it over, and that D line just jumped up and caught it. And they were ahead. They could have just ran the clock out. But anyway, it was exciting. It makes you excited for college football to be back, and I'm super excited. We're gonna have picks for you guys every week. NFL's gonna start in 2 weeks, and even high school football.
On Twitter?
Oh, did y'all see the shit about offshore gambling going on in the Little League World Series?
No.
Yes, there's some coach. They were asking the Little League coach. There's some books offshore that have gambling on the Little League World Series. You can gamble on it.
Wow.
And the coaches are just like so uncomfortable by it. Like that's a little too much to bet on 12-year-old kids like that. Like that's just.
Dude, me and Dustin
That's like almost sick to me.
me and Dustin bet on your freaking girls
imagine?
your girls teams.
Yeah, can you
Winning or
imagine,
losing.
Can you imagine one of these little kids on Twitter like strikes out at the end of the game and some dude like, you little bastard, you ruined my parlay.
They're not old enough for Twitter.
No, there's kids on Twitter at that age. Trust me, they've seen it all. These kids nowadays. So, but yeah, there's an article about it if you want to read about it. There's offshore gambling going on with the Little League World Series. If you look it up, they had interviewed coaches about it.
They said the same thing about like college basketball, right? Like, hey, don't bet on like college basketball players for their parlays or for their stats.
Yeah, but those kids are adults.
I know, but they said the same thing because hey, you're gonna fuck us up. like real bad.
What does that have to do with the?
Same thing. They're like, don't bet on our player props for college basketball.
Why not?
Same reason. Like, hey, get out of our freaking deal. Everyone's freaking.
So betting on college players is the same as betting on 12-year-old kids?
Kinda ish.
I don't think so at all. Anyway, and nowadays college kids are getting paid a lot of money, so I don't feel bad at all for betting on the college kids. Oh, but I don't really bet on college basketball props.
If you lose a bet, you slide into their DMs like, hey, you motherfucker, hey, why'd you lose the shit? Same concept.
No, I think it's worse if you said it to a 12-year-old kid, other than a 20-year-old college kid.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I said, those kids, if they're on Twitter, they've probably seen lots of stuff. There's a lot of cool shit on Twitter. So, all right,
there is.
A couple things before we get out of here. Jake Paul has signed a contract to fight Gervonta Davis, who is an undefeated 135-pound boxer. Jake Paul is a 195-pound boxer. Clearly, it's an exhibition. I don't know why he keeps going for this low-hanging fruit, but still, I think Gervonta Davis is going to beat his ass. I don't think y'all watch much boxing, do y'all?
He's favored.
Huh?
He's favored.
Jake Paul is?
Nope.
Yeah, Gervonta?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, his brother fought Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather beat him up, but we'll see how good he is, I guess, because this guy's an actual boxer who knocks people out and is undefeated.
Isn't he like 5'6"?
Yeah, but he's doing it for the money grab, clearly. Jake Paul's doing it for the money. Like, he could technically start working his way up the cruiserweight rankings right now, but instead he's going to go down and fight a 135-pound guy at a exhibition.
That's what I'm saying.
I will not watch it.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I refuse.
I'll probably watch it,
But Jake Paul's 6'3", 6'4", or
6'1".
Yeah.
He's like my height.
Fighting a 5'5" guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, his brother's 6'4", and he fought Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather still beat his ass. So, I mean, it wasn't ass beating, but I mean, Floyd Mayweather won. You could tell. There's a difference when it comes. There's a whole different level of competition in boxing when you start getting up there to the guys that have done it a long time and the guys that are really good. So,
who does he have to fight to make him like legit?
He has to fight a top 10 contender in cruiserweight is what I'll say that he has to do. If he can beat one of those guys, then I won't deny it. He's a good boxer. He's in shape. He's an above average boxer, and that's good to start boxing at what 24, 25. Like that's crazy. So
will he ever do it? Will he do it?
Well, this isn't the way to go about it. You're finally in the rankings. Like, you can finally start proving yourself, but instead you're going to go do this circus show. That makes no sense. It's like when Rocky fought Hulk Hogan, RP, in the Rocky movie
Rocky
or whatever
2.
it was, yeah. But anyway, I do got a good report about Justin Herbert. I'm going to say a nice thing about Justin Herbert. Apparently Justin Herbert is dating Madison Beer.
Yes, he is.
Really?
Yes, that's pretty impressive, actually. That is not false, is it? Like, that's an actual true thing?
Yes.
Okay, so I think he's won the preseason. If you
who is Madison Beer?
Madison Beer is like this influencer turned singer. She's kind of like a singer, but she's very, very good looking.
I know she's very good looking, but I don't know what she does.
She's just an influencer, I think. Like, influencer gets popular, and then they decide to start having a singing career. So, yeah.
Play one of her singles right now.
Yeah, I don't know any of her songs. Sorry. Andy Reid reported that a gunshot was fired into his office during training camp last year. The bullet hit within 15 feet of him. Did y'all see this?
Nope.
Look it up real quick.
I heard.
Yeah, he didn't want to say nothing because he didn't want like people to think like the Chiefs fans or like think less of him or anything like that. But I read this report on X. I'm pretty sure it's a true story because there was several stories about it.
It
the
is.
night it happened. And
is there offices like in the hood or something?
I don't know, dude. But like you're the head coach. Of course, you're gonna have an office with a window and everything. So I mean, if it's by the road, if somebody knows what room you're in, all you gotta do is fire a shot into it. So
the Chiefs and the Cowboys have probably most of the ex-cons on their team, right?
Yeah.
So. It could have been anyone.
Yeah. While he looks up that, another thing, the Jerry Jones documentary that came out, it is actually pretty good. The first 2 episodes that I watched, I haven't finished the other 2. Did you finish the 3rd episode?
Halfway.
Yeah, I like how the intro started with Jerry Jones, how he ended up buying the Cowboys and how he did it, gambling, loaning, getting money from banks and everything. the first 2 seasons as the Cowboys owner was pretty rough, apparently.
Mm-hmm. He was
Yeah.
losing money.
Especially with that, and then the first year they drafted Troy Aikman, they were 1-16 or 1-15 that year. Yeah, so he worked his way up, but it obviously gets happier for Cowboys fans when you win your 2 or 3 Super Bowls. They weren't technically supposed to make it to the Super Bowl that first time. People thought they were a couple years away from it, but they showed up there. I didn't know about that quarterback controversy between Steve Berline and
I had
Troy
no
Aikman.
idea about
I
that
didn't know
either.
about that either.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, but I think he made the right move going with Steve Berline. I mean, they were 6-5. Berline wins 5 in a row. You have to stay with the hot hand when it comes to that. So
I thought you were talking about making the right move with telling Jimmy at the end of the year, like, hey, we're going with Troy Aikman. The Berline thing's over.
yeah, no,
Remember that? Jerry's told him that. It's like after the season was over, it's like, hey, look, like, we're moving on with Troy Aikman.
Oh
like,
yeah,
Berline,
that's your quarterback of the future. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Berline ended up playing for the Panthers and making it to the playoffs a couple of years. So he ended up being a decent quarterback. But I didn't know about that competition. I didn't even know Steve Berline played for the Cowboys. So, but yeah, it's a good watch.
Didn't know who
later on.
Steve Berline was.
Me either.
Yeah, no, he was Kerry Collins' backup for a while, and kind of the same thing happened to Kerry Collins. Kerry Collins got hurt, and then he came in and started succeeding. So.
Got Wally pipped.
Yeah. And Malik Beasley has been acquitted or the investigation is over as far as his gambling concerns. Do we got anything on that?
I did see that. I'm shocked based off the
Yeah.
video that we all watched.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm shocked that he was acquitted. But I mean, hey, what can you say? He's that god awful on defense, I guess. He just has no idea what he's doing on defense.
Semen in his shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. And that's really all I got. Other than college football being back, games to look forward to. We got Texas, Ohio State this weekend. That's going to be an exciting one. We'll do a show with those picks later on as the week gets closer. So
They did say the situation with this bullet with Andy Reid, they're gonna charge it as aggravated assault. They don't have any clue who did this. I don't suspect they'll find anybody. I mean I don't. Unless they find camera footage of the car driving by and the bullet coming, the gunfire coming out of the window, I don't see how they're going to catch this guy. No. Whoever did this, I mean, it was kind of like
good thing is nobody got hurt. So
yeah,
Chiefsaholic.
It was like the guy that shot out that bar in San Antonio. I don't think they ever found that guy. The one that at coaching school 2 years ago, he just fired into the crowd and just kept going like off on the highway.
What the fuck is wrong with people, man?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we better end it there.
Did y'all want to guess who the Packers player was that's apparently on the preseason offense? No, it's not Matthew.
Was
it Nagbe?
Elgersby?
I think this guy might have
Elgersma.
just guessed and threw a name out there. To be honest, I've never heard of this guy. Amar Johnson, running back.
Yeah.
Apparently is looking good. He's got him, Jackson Dart, which I've seen those clips. He does look good.
Jackson, like this. Oh, go ahead.
And then Travion Henderson, I've seen him.
He ran one freaking touchdown.
I mean,
the
That's pretty
Giants
good.
have been like a preseason juggernaut. Like that's what I was gonna say as far as preseason. Who won the Giants looked really good.
Efton Chisholm, a receiver from the Patriots. Isaac Tesla, Lions receiver.
Yeah, that guy.
Gunnar Helm from the Titans. He made a really nice catch. I saw that. Booker from the Cowboys. Willie Lampkin, Donovan Jackson, Marcus Imbo. I remember they drafted Imbo early with that tackle pick.
Yeah.
That's right. The Giants.
I've seen a lot of that Tesla guy.
The Isaac Tesla.
Yeah.
I have seen a few clips of him too. He's a rookie, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Jackson Darts looked pretty good. Looked pretty decent. The Ravens have done real good in the preseason, but the Ravens are preseason heroes. I think they've lost one preseason game in the last 7-8 years.
Really?
Yeah. They just lost.
They had 27 straight, right?
Yeah, they won 22 straight, and they lost to the Eagles 2 years ago. I think 2 or 3 years ago.
Wow.
Last year.
Like that, yeah.
Why is that? Do they just play a bunch of
They
people?
don't like to lose. John Harbaugh don't like to lose, man. That's what it is. And speaking of the Giants, I saw this stat after the Giants-Patriots game. The Giants have the highest post-game intimacy percentage, with 78% of fans enjoying a boost in romance after a win, according to a recent survey. So if you're a Giants fan and y'all win, I guess the thing to do is get freaky with your lady afterwards.
Sponsored by
Or man, whatever.
Sponsored by Roman.com.
But that's all we have. We'll have the Urban interview out for you guys probably on Thursday. We'll hopefully get this out by Tuesday. Everybody get excited. College football is back, and we are excited for it. Hope everybody else is, and we're going to get out of here.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Like and
Like
subscribe.
and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.